कमल सर हाँ सब कुछ मिलना चाहो अगर मैं नहीं मिलता तो
He's most accessible minister.
No, but we are used to him answering the phone.
Very well, thank you.
Good to see you.
Thank you. Very good to see you. Thank you. We survived our board meeting. Yes.
Oh, hello. How are you? Good.
Sir's post about you very good. I saw Madhu and everyone.
And I attacked to you also.
Ah, sir. It was very good. It was very good.
Yes,
It's very good. Actually, very, very helpful for everyone. And very inspiring. Very inspiring.
He is an inspiring man.
You should see the Facebook post. I sort of.
And the light.
I shared it.
Yeah.
I shared it.
We see the tweets every time.
It's such a. Ladies laugh at me on this Facebook post.
To the point. When we talk about the issues Trump look chodo.
You know,
she told me the other day. She told me that she's on.
You and Dr. Thakkar. वो तो legend है.
That changed the life of the
What we story started here, right? Anjali, shall we?
Yeah.
I have no idea what yours. And my personal, this is my last term because I've already done, this will be my third term. Julian, I left in a little bit of a scandal.
I think 4 or 5 books.
Perfect.
This is almost a Bible for us. We should take a picture of this.
No amount.
and limited access to healthcare claim many young lives, placing a heavy economic burden on families and communities. participated in this event, including Honorable Minister Dr. Harsh Vardhan and others, have cheered from the sidelines. Commitment that the government has shown to child health and immunization. Harsh Vardhan, India has strengthened its immunization program, the largest such program in the world. Dr. Said Bartley, the CEO of Gavi.
I was suspicious that whether India will be able to achieve it. But the idea which Dr. Harsh Vardhan generated during his Delhi Health Minister tenure was virtually followed by the world, and we were able to achieve polio and tetanus, and now I am sure that many milestones we will be achieving.
To be with you here tonight. For me, a passionate lover of India, it has been dramatic to see the changes that have occurred in the last 5 years. 5 new vaccine introductions, a dedication to taking the lessons learned from polio. The eradication, of course, was declared 5 years ago, and taking those lessons that you worked on 25 years ago now to try to get coverage up for routine vaccines is really fabulous. Now, I live on the international circle, not on the Indian circle, and yet what I hear everywhere, and this is what they say, is there was questions on whether India could and would do it. But now India is the model for every other country. So every meeting I go to, what they say is WHO isn't going to do it, and Rotary isn't going to do it, and all the international organizations aren't going to do it. India showed that when India was ready to do it, they succeeded, and that is the lesson for everybody else, is how you get that leadership in the country. So I am very optimistic now that it's been taken as a priority that we will get high coverage for all the candidates, which will make a huge difference. And of course, the one last one I'm hoping at some point will be HPV, because it's a very important disease in India, and I understand the political sensitivity of it, but I do think that together, hopefully, that will be resolved and we can protect the women of India as we're now doing women around the world. So again, thank you for honoring me, thank you for inviting me, thank you for this beautiful event, and thank you most of all for the leadership that you're doing for the children of India, but also for the world.
I'm so happy that in last 24 hours we are meeting for the 3rd time. And you see, I have a special affinity for Gavi because when Gavi was born, I used to work for WHO, and that was the time when the whole world was like going through all this revolution about eradication of polio, and a lot of international partners, UN organizations, corporate world, they were all supporting, and there were a lot of countries which required significant help. And that was the time, I think, towards the early part of this century when the Gavi was in fact born. And so I have known Gavi and the leadership that Gavi has provided, the support that Gavi has provided to many countries across the world. In institutionalizing this support mechanism, collecting support and then distributing the support to the needy people. So it's a great occasion for us, Gavi board members and all the we had a big delegation with Gavi people. Dr. Sid Bartley is here today, this evening also. He has been with us through many meetings in the last couple of days. Other evening we had a dinner hosted for all the members, where all senior members of Gavi and all the many health ministers of many countries were there. So it's, I think, very nice that you have organized this meeting, and nothing gives me more pleasure than the fact that when the parliamentarians they join together to fight against diseases and to create a social movement, public movement. I remember when I joined public life in 93, I was invited to a meeting in Bangkok in the Feb of 94. And this was a forum called the International Medical Parliamentarians Organization, which was, in fact, the meeting was facilitated by WHO. And that was the time when the whole world was frightened with the likely impact of the AIDS epidemic in the whole world. And all doctors who had made it to parliament or in some assemblies or who were ministers all across the world, they were invited. I was not a parliamentarian, I was a health minister in the capital, so I was also invited, I don't know. And I could see the power. And this polio eradication also, I know that I was a member of the assembly. There were 70 members of the assembly. And we got bipartisan support. Every member of the assembly, irrespective of which party he belonged to. We had basically two parties in Delhi only, Congress and BJP mainly. Everybody, every MLA. What to talk of doctors? I think doctors, the senior most doctors in the capital who used to head a department in a medical college, who were dean of the medical college, who were principals of the medical college, they were going to the rural areas, and on 2nd of October we saw 16,000 of these doctors and health workers they going to the polio kendras to create a record of sorts. Because to replicate something was easy, but to create a thing was difficult. And I want to say this, because right now here we may not find many parliamentarians right now at this moment. But I want to share this small initial part of the history of this movement, which can give any one of you enough of motivation and inspiration. And even a small core group of 2, 3, 4 people out of you can, I think, deliver wonders for this world. I joined public life in 93. It was, I think, in the month of November 93 that I was declared an MLA from a constituency in Delhi. On 3rd of December 1993, I took oath as health minister in Delhi. 17 days after that, I was invited to a function in Maulana Azad Medical College. It was an old boys function, and it was an evening like this. And from the stage, while I was delivering a speech to almost 2,000 medicos who had come from all parts of the world, that's their old boys function, somebody sent me a small slip. And we were a group of small group of 4 or 5 doctors who were essentially pediatricians. They said, Dr. Harsh Vardhan, we want to talk to you. So can you give us some time after the program? So I wrote just yes on that and sent back the slip. So as soon as I got down from the stage, these doctors, they caught hold of me. I said, well, what do you want to talk? They said, we will not talk here in front of all these people. We want to take you to the corner of this ground. While there were those 2,000 people around, they took me to another corner. They said, please give us 10 minutes. And in those 10 minutes, they told me 5 things. They said, you have become the health minister. We know you are an ENT surgeon. But are you aware that India is home to 60% of the polio cases of the whole world? I said, sorry, I am not aware of the statistics. Then they said, are you aware that out of those 60% cases, 10% belong to your own capital? I said, sorry, I don't even know this. Then they said, the place from where you have got elected, that's the Trans Yamuna area. Are you aware that this is home to the maximum number of polio cases of the whole world? This was in fact literally very, very shocking and very surprising for me. And then they finally said, are you aware that polio can also be eradicated like the whole world eradicated smallpox? I said, as a doctor, I know that we give immunization for polio in the universal immunization program, but I am not really aware that we can eradicate it like smallpox, because eradication means something winning over the disease itself. Then they said the WHO has pledged in their 1988 World Health Assembly that they have to finish polio, eradicate it from the whole world by the year 2000. And finally they said there is a strategy. As a pediatrician, as members of the Indian Academy of Pediatrics, we can tell you that there is a strategy. You have to only ensure that you give vaccination to these children, all of them at the same time, and that will ensure that the place where the polio virus can survive, that's the intestine of the small children. Every intestine of every child will find the wild polio virus being replaced by the vaccine virus. And when there will be no place for the wild polio virus to survive, you will achieve eradication. That was the science that they explained to me. They said, please do something for it. We have been knocking at everybody's door in this country for 5 years as Indian Academy of Pediatrics, and everything is falling on deaf ears. Nobody is taking what we are saying. I don't know. I always consider it as a blessing of God, that meeting with them. And then I went back home. That was the night of 20th of December, 1993. I kept thinking about these handicapped children and the misery that the parents of these children must be facing, living with their handicapped children, polio-affected children all through their life. And I don't know how and when, with the grace of God and the blessing of God, a dream was born to do something about it. And next day I wrote a letter to the World Health Organization in the morning. I said, please send me everything about polio, whatever has been done in the world, what's this polio thing, and they sent me this much of papers. It was about Jonas Salk, it was about Albert Sabin, it was about the polio eradication movement in the Pan-American countries, it was in the Philippines, Iran. They sent me the experience of every country. Whatever was happening on this front. It took me almost 10 days to read all those papers. And after reading all those papers, I was convinced that if a country as big and mighty as Brazil can do it in the 80s, why can't India do it? And you can say an intense desire to work on this was in fact born again. And you will not believe, I am saying this because I see here at least 24 parliamentarians, other people. And so many people are there. This is Bhavna, Rajiv Gowda, all well-meaning people. Our Sadaji is working about tuberculosis for so many years. We have been meeting in Spain and so many other places in the cricket matches that we were talking about just now. So, we started our journey with a small core group of 4 people. I was there in that core group. There were 2 pediatricians
and one my childhood friend who was a management expert. And the fifth one was a health secretary who in the first meeting said, when I just went to the kitchen in my home, that first meeting was organized in my home in Krishnanagar, he said to the other three, other, नए नए मंत्री बने हैं, थोड़े दिन के अंदर इनका जोश खत्म हो जाएगा. I am in my own way I have mentioned this also in this book, and that was how it started. I wanted to come to this point because here I see many of you, even 1% out of you with any dream that you can nurture, dream of, you can work together. You have a big force of parliamentarians, you have the support of everyone in your constituency. And when we started talking about it, when we started meeting, you will not believe, at least for few weeks, 8 to 10 weeks, everybody used to mock at us. Even my own chief minister never believed. The people used to think that there is something wrong with this man. And because everybody said, how is it possible? How is it possible that you can bring every child on the same day, same time to... I said, when this whole country, such a big country, if it can ensure that ballot paper can be given to every person at the same time on the same day in the whole country, in the vicinity of the home of the countrymen, why can't the same country with the same system, set of things, provide vaccine at minus 20 degrees centigrade? We only have to organize vaccine carriers, we only have to plan transportation. That's how it all started. So it's the point that I want to make, this meeting should go down in history as something where some dream was born. I don't know where the dream will be born, what dream will be born. Now we are working, we said if we can do 100% vaccination for polio, if this country can unite for polio, the whole world has united for polio. Because I have seen working in WHO, two countries fighting together against each other, 2 days they stop the war. They say these are the days of tranquility. I have seen that happening because from WHO working, I have seen the whole world fighting against polio. So, in fact, we have now we are dreaming of ensuring 100% vaccination of all these 1 dozen vaccines that we are providing in the universal immunization program to 100% children. And I'm sure with the help of parliamentarians, we can achieve it. It's very much possible. If we can from 60%, 50%, we have gone up to 80%, 85%, we can, I think, without this thing, go up to 100% also. And we have very ambitious plans now. The Prime Minister says we have to get rid of tuberculosis 5 years earlier than the goal set by the WHO for the whole world. We want to get rid of measles. We want to, you can say, eliminate malaria. Last year itself, we have reduced malaria incidence and the malaria mortality in this country by 50%. That's the latest WHO report for the country. So we can do it. We can get rid of Kala Azar. We can get rid of lymphatic filariasis. We can get rid of measles. We can get rid of so many things. It's only, I think, if the parliamentarians, they join together, if they strengthen their resolve. And I'm sure that these people are enough. My experience says that if you all join with us, we will be able to do it. So, thank you once again.
Thank you.
I'm so happy that you organized this function, but it's not that we have to be honored. It is in fact every Indian, because India could eradicate polio because of the efforts of everyone in this country. I had the privilege to dream about it, but my dream could be realized because of the efforts of everyone in this country. I enjoy that dream of 20th of December, but of course everybody has enjoyed the pleasure of seeing that day when we got the certification from WHO. Last case we saw was on 13th of January 2011 in India. After that, the country hasn't seen a polio-affected child, freshly affected child. So once again, thank you. My heartfelt congratulations, wishes, and my welcome from my side also to Gapi and all the people, and wish you all good luck for all your new endeavors. Sanjay Jaiswal ji is a very, very promising and dynamic person. I know, having gone for that cricket match where you were, through cricket, you were promoting the tuberculosis thing. That match I remember was dedicated to tuberculosis last time when I went there. So with the support of all of you, I think we can achieve big laurels. Thank you so much.
I was the resident commissioner Assam. I asked to take this.
I have met you, but I never knew that this relationship. That's new for me just now.
So I will talk and have also. I also give this
Earlier you must have
Please come.
उसके पॉइंट्स आपने पकड़ लिए।
Sir, the date was 7th of December and 20th of January. मैं तो junior resident
वो next year वाले का
96. 96. 96.
96 95 वाले।
95.
लेकिन जो वहाँ ले गए थे ना पीछे बिल्कुल डिफरेंट।
वो कौन था?
एक था
सर आपने उनको इंस्पायर किया, उन्होंने मेरे को इंस्पायर किया। मित्तल साहब ने प्रेसिडेंट ऑफ IAC
आज तो कहाँ हो?
छोड़ दीजिए।
तो मैं जानता हूँ आपका प्रोग्राम। Thanks for coming. Thanks for coming.